You breathe free air for the first time in years, swearing this is the day your life finally changes. Then Jason pulls up with one easy score, and your clean start dies before sunset. Chapter 1. Fresh air, dirty temptation. You slide into his car because freedom feels expensive when you have nothing. He grins like trouble always does, and you hate how familiar it feels. You tell yourself it is not a return to crime. It is just one quick job. You say you need money for your family, not another trip back to a cell. He says this score is small, fast, and too perfect to fail. You want to believe him because hope is cheaper than wisdom. So you swap prison gray for street clothes and a pistol you should not touch. Every mile into Vice City feels like the city is testing whether you really changed. And when the target turns out bigger than promised, you realize this clean start was a lie. That's when everything changes. Chapter 2. The Job. You arrive at a flashy beachfront motel where the crew is already loud, nervous, and underprepared. The plan is simple.
There are so many of them.
Hit a cash handoff, grab the bags, and vanish before the sirens wake up. You study the room and immediately spot 3 problems nobody else sees. The getaway driver is shaking, 1 crew member is high, and the small handoff is guarded by men carrying military-grade rifles. You tell Jason this is wrong, but he squeezes your hand and says you are overthinking it. You load the gun anyway because being unarmed in Leonida feels like a bad joke. The crew masks up, but you can still see fear in everybody's eyes. When the convoy finally rolls in, your heartbeat gets louder than the engine noise. 1 twitch, 1 shout, 1 bad second, and the whole night starts slipping. Then one of the guards looks straight at you and reaches for his radio. You think it's over. It isn't. Chapter 3. The score goes wrong. Jason jumps early, and suddenly the plan explodes before the first order is even shouted. You dive behind a car as bullets shred the motel sign above your head. The crew fires wild, the guards fire back, and civilians start screaming across the parking lot. You sprint for the money bag, only to discover there are 2 extra vehicles nobody mentioned. The getaway driver panics and peels off without half the crew. A masked gunman drops beside you, and when you rip off his mask, it is someone who was supposed to be on your side. Betrayal hits harder than the bullets because now you know this score was never clean. Jason grabs your arm and drags you through broken glass toward the alley exit. You clutch 1 bag, lose the other, and watch half the money burn inside a wrecked SUV. The police scanner crackles alive with your description before you even reach the street. By the time you steal your first escape car, Vice City already believes you started a war. And when Jason admits someone tipped off both the cops and the crew, you understand the trap was built for you. But it gets worse. Chapter 4. Hunted through Vice City. You race through neon streets while helicopters paint the road white above you. Your phone vibrates with missed calls from family, but you cannot answer with blood on your hands. Jason wants to lie low, but you know hiding only works when the whole city is not looking for you. So you hit a backstreet chop shop, hoping someone there still owes you a favor. Instead, the mechanic locks the doors and tries to sell your location for a payout. You fight your way out with a wrench, a busted taillight, and pure prison survival instincts. Outside, live streamers are already filming the police chase like your life is entertainment. You steal a bike, cut through a festival crowd, and nearly lose the cops in a rain-soaked tunnel. Then Jason gets clipped in the shoulder, and the guy who promised control starts bleeding all over the seat. He finally confesses the truth. He took the score because a debt was hanging over both of you. Now the debt owners want the cash, the cops want your body, and your family is exposed if you run. When you realize the only safe move is to go back toward danger, your stomach drops. That's when everything changes again. Chapter 5. The Choice. You hide in an abandoned house on the edge of Leonida while the city roars outside. Jason says, take the cash and disappear, but you are tired of surviving other people's bad plans. So you open the bag and find not just money, but a ledger linking dirty cops to the whole operation. Suddenly the score is bigger than robbery. It is leverage. You call the one person from your old life who still believes you can do the right thing. Then you set a meeting at the marina, knowing everyone will come for the bag. Cops, gangsters, and traitors converge under the stormlights, each thinking you are trapped. But for the first time since prison, you are the one setting the trap. You think it's over. It isn't. You broadcast the ledger, scatter the money as bait, and turn the marina into total chaos. While the crooked cops and killers tear each other apart, you pull Jason onto a boat and cut through the black water. The sirens fade behind you, but freedom still does not feel clean, just earned one brutal breath at a time. As Vice City burns your name into legend, you look at the sunrise and realize this was not your ending. It was your warning.